When most people think about focus, they think about the concentration of attention on something specific. Let's call this the act of focus, where it's something similar to a spotlight. Typically, if you're an entrepreneur or a business owner and you want to get some focused work done, that could look like clearing off the desk, minimizing distractions, putting the phone away, and sitting down to get some quality work done. But you know what? You've most likely experienced the other side of this as well, where the ideas, the solutions, what you were looking for and what you wanted to get out of your time where you focused came to you outside of that block of time, where you were on a run, where you were working out, where you were going for a walk, or maybe even just in the shower. In Stolen Focus, Why You Can't Pay Attention and How to Think Deeply Again, Johann Hari talks about the 12 causes of stolen focus. One of the causes that Hari talks about in Stolen Focus is something called mind wandering. Now, I'll get to this in a little bit on how my personal experience with mind wandering has absolutely transformed my productivity. But before I do that, I want to dive into the 3 critical aspects of mind wandering and how to know that these are present. Number 1, you are slowly making sense of the world. When mind wandering is happening, our mind is starting to see what's happening in this video or see the words in a book and relay that and relate that to different areas of life, and maybe even ask the question, how does this apply to me? Number 2, when your mind wanders, it begins to make new connections between things. You see, when we allow ourselves the space, our mind starts to naturally connect to the things that we may have been even trying to find a correlation with when we were in our time trying to get focused. Number 3, during mind wandering, your mind will engage in mental time travel, where it roams over the past and tries to predict the future and help you prepare for it. You see, again, when we allow our mind the space to zoom out and get a better perspective, we naturally look back over the landscape and see where we've been thus far and start to pave the way for the future and maybe even pick or select our next best step. Here's the thing though. In order to take advantage of mind wandering, there has to be enough space. 1, there has to be enough space mentally, emotionally, and physically. But 2, literally, there has to be enough space, meaning enough space in your calendar. When we can leverage mind wandering, some amazing things happen that I'll get into here in a moment. But if you do deal with that feeling of anxiety or worry, or that feeling that you need to be doing more, I recently did a video titled How to Get Over the Feeling That You're Never Doing Enough that I'll link down in the description, or that you can click in one of these boxes here or here or here. I know I hinted at this earlier, but creating more space in my schedule isn't something I did on purpose. So I run ultra marathons, and that's any race over 50 kilometers, or for us Americans, 31 miles or more. And during my training for these events, it typically lasts about 16 weeks. And on the bigger weeks, I'm running about 100 miles, which is almost 15 hours or more, not including stretching and preparing and all those sorts of things, where I have the opportunity to not have anything in my ears, no phone, and I almost never go out on the trail with more information. I started to realize that I was craving this time. It was like I couldn't wait to get out there and have nothing going on. And what naturally happened was I started to make these connections, and I saw that my good ideas, all of these inspirations came when I wasn't actually focused. So naturally I thought to myself, well, what if I start to engineer this on purpose? And it started small. First I thought, cool, I'll take off Fridays. I won't book any calls on Fridays, no clients, no real scheduled things. And then that worked so great, I said, well, how about Mondays? And then I thought to myself, well, what if I put all my clients in 2 weeks or 3 weeks out of the month, and I cleared a week, 2 weeks at a time? I started to see that it wasn't that I needed to do more to get more done, but that by doing less, I started to create the realizations and really have this space where my mind started to naturally make connections. I started to prioritize what really mattered and what didn't. And I also had the unique perspective of seeing that I had fallen into the trap in my business of doing so much busy work that I literally lost track of my goals, of what I really wanted to create in the business, and this allowed me to step back and really start to make some big moves. I truly believe that most coaches, entrepreneurs, and business owners could absolutely benefit by incorporating more empty space into their schedule, if not just to relax and rejuvenate, because what we fall into the trap of is thinking that we need to do more in order to achieve more. And that focus is just this spotlight effect of concentrating on just a few select things, when in fact, as Johann Hari points out in Stolen Focus, that mind wandering and other forms of focus could actually give us the insight that we're looking for and hoping to get from those focus blocks of time. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and if you want more on mindset and personal development for coaches and entrepreneurs, be sure to hit that subscribe button and hit that little bell that notifies you every time a new video goes live. Until next time, see you soon.